Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we have got 5 data packs for Minecraft 1.21.5. Now we're going to jump straight to it, but before we do, all the data packs I showcase in this video will be downloadable in the description in the order I showcase them. So let's jump straight to the first one. Now the first one is a change to maces. Now obviously maces do more damage depending on how far you fall, and you can obviously hit a mob with them. Well, this data pack makes it so you can throw the mace. If you crouch and then use your place block button, you can throw the mace, and as you can see, it does do a lot of damage. Now, I've calculated it, and it does about 30 damage. I don't know if there's a way to increase or decrease that, but it seems like it does about 30 damage most of the time. So once again, if I throw this at the husk again, you can see the husk is dead. I was also testing it on the warden, and obviously it won't one-hit a warden because wardens have way more health. But you'd also need to be very exact with where you hit, because if you throw it too high, it will miss the mob. And you can see just by crouching and then clicking my throw button, I can throw it, and that time around I missed the warden. If I crouch and throw it again, that time I missed as well. It seemed to have gone just straight through. Crouch and throw, and there you go, that time we hit the warden. I did also try going high up in the sky and then falling and crouching and throwing it, and that doesn't seem to do any more damage. It's a really cool data pack, but it makes the maces way more overpowered, because you can literally just throw them at someone without having to land a hit on them. Now the second data pack we are going to cover makes a change to wooden tools, and if I was to quickly just grab some sticks, and then let's also grab some planks. We're going to grab spruce, we're also going to grab some cherry, and let's also grab some pale oak. So what this data pack does is it makes it so you can craft new tool types, which as you can see we have a spruce sword. We can also craft a cherry sword, which once again it uses the same recipe. The sword now depends on the planks that you use. So if you want to run around with a cherry sword, that is now something you can do with this data pack. Let's see if we can make a bamboo one. And we can. There we go. We have a bamboo sword. What about pale oak? Because obviously pale oak is new. And yes, pale oak can also be done. So you can now heavily customize what sword you have in your hand. Now I'm pretty sure this can also be done with shovels. It can also hoes, axes, and also pickaxes. So you can now heavily customize what kind of tools you have. So you can now have a cherry sword, you can have a bamboo pickaxe, you can then have a spruce shovel. You can now customize wooden tools way easier. And not only do these have functional use, so I can obviously use them, you can also give them to armor stands if you have a armor stand data pack, or give them to zombies and things like that. One thing to note though, they do work like wooden tools. It is just a texture change. So I'm going to quickly just go through all of them. We have oak, we then also have spruce, which I've already showed. We do also have birch. We have jungle, which I really like the look of jungles. We have acacia. We then also have dark oak. We then also have mangrove. We've shown off the cherry and we've shown off the pale oak. And the other two we haven't shown, which I'm not exactly sure if it works for these two. Okay, it does. We have crimson, and then we also have warp. And once again, all of these planks work for every single one. So it works for shovels, it works for pickaxes, it works for axes, and it also works for hoes. Now the third data pack we're going to cover is one that makes a change to rivers. Now inside of the base game, when you find a river, they often look very messy due to all the different blocks under them. Well, this data pack makes it so you can't find sand or gravel anymore under rivers. It is now just dirt with the odd occasional clay. And I'm not going to lie, this makes the rivers look way cleaner. But it does also make things like gravel and sand a little bit harder to obtain, because you can't just go to a river to find them. It does seem like there is still now and again patches, but the majority of the rivers is just dirt with the occasional clay patch, which once again, just flying through this river, it looks way better in my opinion. And rivers are one of them things that I like building around when I make a Minecraft world, but most of the time they are pretty ugly because they are obviously filled with dirt, sand, gravel, clay, and you can see this patch right here. It looks way better than it normally would. Now the fourth data pack we're going to cover in this video is one that adds a lot more fallen trees to the game. Fallen trees were obviously added in Minecraft 1.21.5, but they only added the basics. They added oak, spruce, and then birch and jungle. There we go. This is one of the ones. This is the fallen jungle tree. Now, it's a bit hard to find them because these are actually structures, not features like the other ones. But this is the fallen jungle tree. It's obviously just a 2x2 jungle tree that's fallen over, rather than the one. But if we quickly just look at the command, we can see there is acacia, we can see there is jungle, there's mega taiga. I'm not exactly too sure what the other ones mean. I know there is a cherry tree that's fallen over, which I guess I could just locate them with the command because you can locate structures within the game. So if I locate this one, this is a fallen acacia tree, which you can see right here. We're now going to the second one down, which is this one, and this is the fallen cherry tree, which once again looks pretty cool. The next one we're teleporting to is this one, and this one is a fallen mushroom, which I didn't actually know these ones were added. So I'm not going to show them all because you guys can download the data pack and test them out for yourselves. We've obviously seen the jungle, and this is the last one I am going to showcase. And this one right here is the fallen dark oak tree, which once again follows the same pattern as the jungle tree. So once again, this data pack just makes it so you can find a lot more fallen trees rather than just the one by one. So it adds to the Minecraft world when exploring. These are structures, they are not features like the other one, which won't really mean much in gameplay. But there is also an achievement, I think, for adventuring and finding every single fallen tree. And here we go, it's called the Phantom Lumberjack. And if I now quickly just head to the adventure tab, it's within the Minecraft tab, which you can see right here. Find all 7 fallen trees. Now the next data pack we're going to cover is one that adds 2 new totems to the game. The first totem can be crafted like so: 2 diamonds, 4 obsidian and an ender pearl. And this is the totem of warping. Use a lodestone to set the warp. If the warp isn't set, it will spawn at your spawn point. So currently there's no lodestones within this world, so I think I just click this. Yes, there we go. If I click it, you can see it charges up, and it should teleport me to my spawn point. You have no bed. Okay, it's because I don't have a bed. So let's quickly just place a bed over here. So I'm placing a bed here, setting my spawn here. Let's now just travel a few hundred blocks in this direction so we can see that we are teleported back towards the swamp. So let's just stand right here, and if I now charge it up again, it plays the Enderman sound, it turns into an orb. And then you can see it's teleported us to the bed, which that is pretty cool, especially if you don't like running or using transport and you are very far away from your base. But another thing you can do is you can link them to lodestone. So I can click this one on the lodestone, and you can see I now have one that is a lodestone. So if I click on this, let's quickly just head once again away. And if I now charge this one up, you can see I'll be teleported straight to that lodestone. So you can kind of create vanilla-like waypoints within your world. And let's see, that lodestone is currently at 9,700. So let's just teleport ourselves about 9,000 blocks away. So I'll teleport myself to 00, which now if I quickly just hold this one again, let's see if it works. It is about 9,000 blocks it's got to teleport us. And yes, you can see we was teleported at 9,000 blocks. And this one follows the same pattern where it is some obsidian, ender pearl. It's just the top 2 which is different, and this time it uses the echo, which you can see this is a totem of recovery. And this warps to your last death location. So if I was to die, let's quickly just die. I'm probably going to need to craft this again, or I can just set keep inventory to true, and to mark our death location, we are just going to place some spruce, with then some oak fences around, like so. Now if I was just to /kill, there we go, we died at this location. I'm now going to be teleported once again about 9,000 blocks away, and if I charge this one up, you can see I've been teleported to my death location. Teleporting to your death location is way quicker than teleporting to a warp, which I think is also cool, because then you can't just like hold these for a few seconds and teleport. But anyway, that is it for this video. That is 5 data packs for Minecraft 1.21.5. I think this is some of the coolest data packs we've shown in a while. But anyway, if you enjoyed, do like and subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys in another one very soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.